are also heroes, right? I mean, they've fought the fight, they've won the battle, and it's difficult. It's something that it's hard to express what it means to go through it. You feel so alone when you're going through it. What we all know is they're not alone. We love them. We want to help them. Tonight, our honored hero for 2012 is Jane Farrington. She'd like to tell you what the white balloon means for her.
My name is Jane Farrington. I'm 33 years old, and I'm a blood cancer survivor. In April of 2009, my husband Chad and I welcomed our first child into the world, Jackson. It was only 3 months after our son's arrival that our lives would change again. At a routine physical in which my primary care doctor noticed that one of my lymph nodes was enlarged, she suggested I have some further testing. I had already deemed this testing unnecessary, but agreed only because I was home on maternity leave. A week later, I sat in my doctor's office with my son on my lap and was told I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. To say I was shocked was an understatement. My first thought was that it had to be a mistake. My next questions were, am I going to die? When did this happen? And what, was my son going to be okay? My doctor did an amazing job of answering all my questions, informed me that this was a very treatable form of cancer, what my next steps were, and left the room to give me time to compose. I immediately called my husband at work and told him that I needed him to come to us. People have always asked me why I went to that appointment alone, and my response is that it never occurred to me that anything could be wrong. And besides, I wasn't alone. Jack was with me. I didn't think cancer could happen to me, but what I've learned from my journey is that cancer has no boundaries. It can happen to anyone, even young children. Treatment would involve 4 months of chemotherapy, followed by radiation. Jack is what got me out of bed each day. Yes, I was tired from the chemo, but it wasn't an option to stay in bed. I had a baby that needed me. And I found that once I was up and out the door, I actually felt better. My anticipated return to work did not happen because my immune system would not tolerate being around so many germs. This was a blessing in disguise as it gave me more time with my little guy, and I was fortunate to see every milestone that occurred in that first year. Friends and family members came out of the woodwork to help us, offering up meals, inspiring gifts, babysitting, or even just positive encouragement, all of which was gladly accepted. It was true that difficult situations bring out the best in people, and on numerous occasions we felt overwhelmed by the love and support of so many people, some close to us and others we barely knew or hadn't even met. On December 1st, 2009, following 4 months of chemotherapy and just prior to radiation, I had a PET scan that came back clear. I received a phone call from my oncologist to let me know that I was cancer-free. As I heard the news, I cried tears of joy.
Woohoo!
This is such an important event to help raise money and awareness for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I thank you all for your participation. Our good fortune has continued as I have been cancer-free for almost 3 years, and we welcome our second child into the world. 5 days ago. A healthy baby boy, Calvin. Even the birth of a child did not keep me away from this walk. Again, thanks so much for all of your participation.
Great job, Jane. Let's give her 5 days. Congratulations. Amazing. I feel like a chump today. So we're almost done with the speaking portion. So before